There's the red light. The Amelia Park Roma Cup field is set. Ready. And they're racing. Taxagano actually won the start from the inside. Carberry came out gently on Vega Magic and cruising over Durandell, and quickly Pat got one off the fence. Vega Magic's going to roll forward, head him off as Pateman comes over with the Velvet King. In behind them, Disposition settling through the first 300, then Taxagano, Flirtini. A little deeper out is Man Book, a perfect jewel on the inside of Electric Light. Back in the field there, Gatting, being followed by Blackheart Bart, who's next to last, and back with those as well as Angelic Ruler. Carberry sent Vega Magic to a narrow lead here at the 550 and about to cross down onto the rail. The Velvet King at his flanks running second. Back inside of those, just holding them out there at the moment, Durandell. Disposition's only a length away, running fourth. A further two, Flirtini urged along. Taxagano, Man Booker further back in the field. So's Perfect Jewel into the straight they swing, and Durandell with the kick. Vega Magic with a fight on his hands. The Velvet King down the outside. Disposition back to the inside as Carberry goes on Vega Magic, nearing the 100. Vega Magic over on the inside, Durandell, and down the outside the Velvet King coming again. Here's a go. Vega Magic got his head in front. Vega Magic just won the Roma Cup in an absolute thriller from either the Velvet King, Durandell, who was brave, and Flirtini came with a wet sail late. Perfect Jewel behind them, Taxagano, and Disposition, Electric Light, Man Booker, followed further back by Blackheart Bart, Angelic Ruler and Gatting. Number 2, Vega Magic. Back in the winners list here this afternoon. After 658 days, such a star sprinter, and back at Ascot for the first time since December of 2016. He went out a winner there, claiming the Scale Stakes. He's back at headquarters in the same vein. Tactically, a measured ride by Patrick Carberry with Durandell, which was the surprise leader, able to hold him out. Vega Magic testing, got about 3/4, almost a length in front, but he didn't have the room to cross. And he had Pateman sitting outside of him with the Velvet King, and then Flirtini was charging down the outside when it really got busy. But it was a wonderful ride there by Patrick Carberry on Vega Magic, and a great moment for the Daly family today. Part owned by the champion trainer, George Daly, who'd passed away, of course, earlier this year in partnership with his brother Wally. And the fact that George had done all the early work, he put the polish on Vega Magic before his health deteriorated. He sent the horse to Sean Casey and was ridden by Jake early on, and the two together have combined to bring him back off the canvas from the wilderness, it would seem, and just get his head in front to claim the Roma Cup. It was a brilliant ride by Patrick Carberry. 2 has won it. Second is number 8, the Velvet King. Third is number 6, Durandell. And 11, Flirtini, finished 4th. A short neck and a nose were the margins in 1:11.05. 35.12, the sectional 2:86.11. Vega Magic by Lope de Vega from Admirable. It's been a big week for this family. We saw the full relation there win earlier this week. Part owned by Wally and the late George Daly, thinking of Jill this afternoon as well. Trained by Sean and Jake, and ridden by Patrick Carberry, and also to Billy and the rest of the family. This will be a very special moment for them to see their father's colours carried to victory, backed by Vega Magic, a horse that he absolutely loved here at home at Ascot, winning the Amelia Park Roma Cup. It's a sentimental victory, to say the least, and a magnificent homecoming to WA racing, and a great finish it was. So those numbers have been confirmed.
Homecoming, Sean Casey. Can you just remember the moment that Vega came off the truck when he returned to you from Melbourne?
I more remember the day he left me than the day he came back.
I remember you filmed him. I remember you put it on Facebook and you said he's back.
Yeah, no, he was really welcome back.
He certainly was. He's part of your family almost, isn't he?
He certainly is. Yeah, looking at him makes me think of George, makes me think of Jake, the family. It's just, I've never, ever been so emotional after a race. And
for good reason as well. When you reflect back and you think of Jake as an apprentice, a 6-foot-tall apprentice riding this horse, it must just be full of so many fond memories.
Well, the horse raced so well here, and we relate him to doing a tour of duty. When he went over east, he left the family as a warrior, and he did so well for the Hayes team, and he's done so well for George when he was in better days. And he's done it today in harder days for George.
I reckon that I'll be watching, that is for sure. How were you feeling during the run? It probably didn't eventuate like everyone had mapped.
Yeah, we had a plan, and Paddy rode him exactly to the plan. He was going to. He said, "I'm just going to pick a lane, and I'm going to stay in that lane and let him do the work. I'm just going to follow him," and that's what he did, and yeah, it worked out.
There must have been a lot of pressure coming into the race. Obviously, he had been over east, and when they returned, you just don't know. You trialled the house down, but you just don't know until that race day of pressure is applied. How much pressure did you put on yourself coming into today?
Well, all of us in the team, Jake and Bonnie, been doing a lot of jumping on him, and Paddy's been doing his latest fast work gallops, but Jake was doing his lead-up workouts before he got handed over to Paddy. And then, like I say, Bonnie, Jake's partner, Bonnie, has been doing a lot of flat work on him. There's that many chiropractors and vets and track riders. That many people have put their finger on this horse since he's been back. That many people have helped us, and it's just amazing, the phone calls this week. And every one of his service providers came over and did what they do on him, and farriers, the whole lot. It's just been, like in these times, it was really a miracle.
And as you say, in these times, it's the reason why we race at the moment, to provide jobs for the mountain of people that go into just one horse and one victory. Is he back to his best?
That was pretty awesome. His workout the other morning at Belmont, we thought, golly molly, his times and everything were really good. And, it's just so hard when you're talking about, all of us getting older, like he's, he can't be at his best, because I think he was at his best when he was winning those Group 1s, and, in fairness to everyone, he should have won the Everest, so he went off the boil, for whatever reason, and Hayes, David Hayes and Tom Davenant, they said there's nothing wrong with this horse. Take him home and see what can transpire, and it has. He was. Yeah, it's just a really good story.
Well, he's back, that is for sure and certain. You said that the phone rang hot all week. It's about to ring hot all afternoon, I think, because there'll be a lot of people wanting to congratulate you. Congratulations, Sean, to you and Jake and the entire team. This is an incredibly well-deserved victory.
And everybody, and my thoughts with George.
Well said. Sean Casey, trainer with his son Jake of Vega Magic, and what an incredible, incredible story this has been, Scott. And Sean just said it then, he's never been so emotional after a victory, and that's the most emotional I've seen him, that is for sure and certain. He's obviously has the memory of George Daly in the back of his mind as he's watching that race there, but oh, how amazing for them to get this horse home and get him in the winner's circle.
Absolutely, Britt. I know that one of your pet hates is when you've got a horse that's 3/4 of a length in front that you can't quite cross, and that's exactly what Vega Magic had to do for the entire race there. It was a wonderfully tactical ride from Sean McGruddy, noting that there wasn't a whole lot of tempo in it, to cross and find the fence and give his horse every chance, and it's paid dividends. That horse has paid huge in the places side, so I just can't believe watching the replay. Flirtini's run fourth. It was a wonderful finish, and all honours to Sean and Jake Casey. Their partnership is only new, but it's flourishing. It
absolutely is. That was a heartwarming victory there by Vega Magic. He's back home and he's back. We'll take a break on Sky Thoroughbred Central and be back in just a moment to preview race number 9.